this one. Brought in at the 16-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big game that carry. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Another run here for Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often.
And he'll take it on in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Rock 80, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, chop 60, chop 60, go!
From the gun, it's Wilson. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
70 range, go!
Man in motion is Smith.
19. 69,
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here now, third and 5. Throwing is Wilson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's second and 6. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
19, 18, cut 19, go!
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings 1st down.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Williams. They'll look underneath here to Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
19 right. Here we go. Set. Top row 18. Track 60. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for them there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On the toss, they go with Benson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. He finds Johnson across the field. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Alert! Alert! Go!
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now Wilson on second down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
79!
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Give left side. Here comes Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Packers. No problem there on the extra point. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And it's Benson running right. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. He'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Odunze.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, it's Williams. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Vikings move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening as the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. On first down, it's Robinson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the shotgun, Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. Well, they hook up again, second time on this drive, And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. They'll run it here with Robinson. He is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Green Bay. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point is good. And the Packers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A give. Here's Benson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And third down coming up.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need one right now. Third and long. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Over the middle, Smith and Jigbo with the ground. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll run with Robinson. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Packers. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's into traffic, but taken in. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Let's go now.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later